What the hell, man? What are you thinking? You really thought that was funny? You totally spilled that water on me on purpose, right? You didn't do that on accident at all. Why the hell would you do that to me at my welcoming party? Did I do something to offend you or something?
What? I don't know what in the world you're talking about, John. I think you're just victimizing yourself. But if you think that you're being disliked, maybe you should really think deep down and ask yourself why someone would really dislike you. I mean, honestly, you call yourself a working-class adult, right? You should be able to figure out why someone wouldn't like you.
No, I really can't think of anything at all. Why don't you go ahead and lie to me, Scott?
See, you always want someone to tell you instead of just trying to figure it out by yourself. You're such a spoiled little brat. You realize that is one of the most characteristic traits of someone who's totally useless at work, right? If you're not someone that we could use at work, why don't you just quit the company for everyone, huh? Myself included.
What do you mean I'm useless? I haven't even had a chance to prove myself at all because I haven't started working yet. It's a company, and I understand, accept even, that we will be judged based on the amount and quality of work that we do. I'm not disagreeing with you there. However, I don't really like that you're judging me when I haven't even had the chance to do any work at all. It's actually extremely offensive, and I want you to cut it out.
Yap. You just talk way too much, man. You realize the situation you're in and who you're talking to, right? Do you understand that you're someone who doesn't seem to catch what people are thinking without them explicitly telling you? And when you start talking, everyone around you gets real tired of listening to your yapping and start getting real woozy and sleepy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how any of that or how entertaining I am has to do with how good I am at working.
I don't even like how you're so calm either. Don't you have emotions? Come on, man. You're just a high school graduate who looks down on the people around you. Seriously, you better stop looking down on people like that because some of us are actually educated unlike you.
Ah, high school graduate. That's what you were talking to me about. So you really care about my education, huh? Is that why you don't like me working at this company? Because I haven't even gone to college and I'm working at the same company as you?
This company's not a place where someone of your low educational background should be working. This is a place reserved for the highest working class men. You do know about this company, right? You can't be that stupid to where you don't even know where you're working. This company is one of the top of the food chain corporations that people want to work at as soon as they leave college. It's the best place you could work in the contiguous United States, you understand?
Yes, of course I'm aware of that. I did apply here and get the job, and I'm still failing to see how this is relevant to what you said before.
I've graduated top of the class in one of the most top-of-the-line colleges in the States. Do you understand how many other graduates I had to beat out to get this position? I think you should be able to connect the dots. You're not the kind of person that should be working in this company. Let me guess. You used some kind of dirty tactic to get in, right? Maybe you paid off the right people or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure that this company is the kind of company that some dirty high school graduate will be able to pay off the right person to get into, right? Or is that all you think about this company?
Stop being such a smartass, John. You know what I mean. Just you watch, smart boy. I'm gonna make sure to expose you to everyone so they know the dirty tricks you played to get into this company.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to see you go for it, Scott. Good luck.
Vice President, sir? I'm just checking in on things and seeing how well they're going over there with Scott. Are things going well?
Honestly, it's worse than I'd anticipated. I can't believe that someone that bad was in the department. How did he get into this company? However, just because of how rude he was, doesn't mean that he's the kind of person to be embezzling company money. I need to make sure about this because it's a serious accusation. Based on how he is behaving and what he's saying, he does seem to really care about the company. He seems to have a tremendous amount of respect for the company itself as well, but...
No, sir. I believe that you're mistaken in that point. He doesn't have a tremendous amount of respect for the company. He has a tremendous amount of respect for the amount of respect and status that being employed here brings him. I've actually caught wind that he's in the market right now for a new job as well. I don't know how true this is, but I don't think we could put it past him. I think he's getting tired of working here as a regular employee with no actual managerial position. He thrives off of control and ownership, so he should be wanting more soon.
I see. So he's using the company name to bring up some level of status and respect to himself, huh? Such a dirty and lame way of doing things.
Yes, sir. He does seem to want to get promoted more so than anyone else, and he's got more pride than you can imagine. If anything, I think he's probably annoyed with the company and how much they haven't already promoted him to the position he deserves. He's been going around to a lot of nightclubs, handing out his business card and bragging to a bunch of girls as well, so... I really think he's just doing this for as long as it works out in his favor.
Nightclubs?
Yes, sir. He goes out every night to go bar hopping and spends the night in a nightclub before going home or coming to work. Apparently there's a girl that works at a certain nightclub called Rachel that he has really taken a liking to. I spoke to one of his subordinates about his little habit that he likes to brag about. He claims that Scott more than likely has been spending over $150,000 on her with ease. Lord knows he likes to brag about how much money he has.
I see. So there's plenty of motive there for him to want to embezzle company money to use for her.
I mean, I can't say for sure that that's the case, but I think that he's definitely suspect number one on the short list of names that might have stolen from the company.
Alright, I'll go ahead and keep digging then. Thank you for all your hard work, Gary. You're really helping me out.
Yes, sir, thank you. We're definitely counting on you, but I'm really not sure if you needed to go into the field to find out for yourself, sir. You could have asked one of us to go for you.
He doesn't know what I look like. He really believes that I'm just a new employee that recently joined the company. I want to keep this up because it's very easy for me to play the role to fool him. Apparently, he doesn't seem to like me at all, but I think that if I keep this thing going, he'll screw up and show or tell us something that he really should keep to himself. I think that I'm the perfect person to be trying to extract information from him.
Okay, sir. However, I'm not sure how to put this, but I feel like maybe you're a little too straight-edged to be conducting a corporate espionage. Maybe we need someone who's more willing to lie?
What do you mean, straight-edged?
Oh, nothing, sir. Please ignore my rambling. Anyway, I'll be glad to continue supporting you while you work on your mission. Thank you for your hard work and effort, and I look forward to hearing back from you, sir.
That was all that about, Scott. What are you doing?
What? What do you mean, what am I doing? I threw beer on you as a form of celebration, of course. What, can't you take a little joke, John? Haven't you watched the baseball games and whatnot? Every time they have a win, the players will all throw champagne on each other. Same thing. I mean, I know I said something else earlier, but I decided that I would be the bigger man of the two of us and, you know, cheer for your arrival to this company. You must have been having a blast. Come on, be honest with me, John. You were so excited and happy to have me cheering for you, right? You don't have to hide it from me, I understand.
Are you not embarrassed at all for acting like a child in front of all the other employees? I mean, seriously, you're behaving like some kind of elementary schooler who doesn't like someone, so you bully them.
What? You want to talk trash to me? You should be the one that's embarrassed, John. You're the one that joined this company instead of going to college to get an actual education. Look, the point of the matter is that I cheered you on while you were just some uneducated loser with no qualifications at all. I think if anything, the other employees must have really grown to respect me considering I had the kindness to celebrate your arrival.
Yeah, I don't think so. If we were both looking at the same thing, it definitely looked more like everyone was pretty uncomfortable from what you did.
You can say whatever you want to. It doesn't matter to me anyway. I don't care what everyone thinks about me. I'm just gonna be leaving this crappy company anyway.
Huh? You're already gonna quit this company? You haven't been here that long, have you?
Oh yeah, I don't like this company anyway. It's not enough. I need to go to a company that's actually more suited for me. I'm sure the upper corporate executives will try and stop me, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. It's my life, so you know, I'm gonna live my life the way I want to without having people tell me what to do.
Ah, I see. So you're trying to run away before you get caught red-handed for everything you've done, is that what it is?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself about something.
Honestly, dude, I really think it's in your best interest for you to just quit your job too. You shouldn't stick around too long. I don't think you'll be able to keep up with all the work that's being done around here, considering how inexperienced and uneducated you are here.
Yeah, this company where we employ people who are childish and immature, willing to pour beer on newly hired employees? I don't know about that, buddy. I don't think that a company who has you in their employ is necessarily a very high-class corporation.
What? Immature and childish? I don't want to hear you telling me about that. Did you really think that I would have welcomed you on board when I'm such a high-class, top-of-the-level elite college grad, and you're just a low high school graduate? I seriously cannot stop laughing when I remember your goofy ass covered in beer and being all stinky and smelly.
You know, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm your boss.
Huh? What?
I'm not sure I can hold this back anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and explain everything to you, okay? I'm not some random new hire for the company. Maybe that's what everyone has been led to believe, but I've actually been contracted to become the next vice president for the company a few years ago. Unfortunately, the previous vice president couldn't finish off his business before my contract started, so my residency has been off-put slightly.
What? You're telling me that you're the vice president? You? I mean, I did hear about the potential new vice president coming into the company. That part I know is true. You must be delusional if you think a high school grad like you is gonna be the next vice president for a company of this scale. Besides, you were literally introduced to everyone in the company as a new hire. They would never introduce you as a new hire if you were gonna be the next vice president, you freaking idiot.
You know, I'm just gonna be frank with you. That whole thing was just a lie.
What do you mean it was a lie? What about the new company welcoming party, yeah? Was that just a lie too? You really need to cut back on all the drinking and paint fume huffing, buddy. You're seriously losing it. Imagine some 20-something-year-old high school graduate becoming the next vice president, huh? You're just nuts.
Oh yeah, that was also a lie, you know? I actually attended a college in the States.
Wait, what?
I said I actually attended college in the States and skipped a couple years. After I graduated early, I started working in America where I worked for a little while. And the company that I was working at actually signed a contract with the company that you're working for right now. I know, what a small world, right? So that was just my foot in the door. And then after that, I was scouted as a vice president by this company. I was really interested in the company to begin with, so I had no qualms working here.
Yeah, whatever. You really should go and get an MRI at the hospital or something. You must have hit your head too hard or something.
If you think I'm lying, why don't you just talk to the section chief?
Yeah? You sure you want to do that, though? I'm seriously going to ask him what's going on. You really don't want to just accept that you're lying? Alright, give me a second, you idiot. I'm gonna go look for him. So, after checking in with him, it sounds like you really are the vice president of this company, huh? I believe you. Damn it, this is totally not fair! You really tricked my ass, didn't you?
You know, for someone who just figured out they're talking to the actual vice president of the company, you didn't seem to have changed your attitude at all.
I'm gonna quit this company anyway. You remember what I was saying? I guess you're still pretty stupid, huh? There's literally no reason for me to actually sit here and pretend like I respect you when I clearly don't.
I thought that you were some top-of-the-class elite worker. Are you sure you're just gonna let things go like that without considering the rippling effect you might have on things down the line? I mean, you're literally talking to the vice president of the top-of-the-line corporation within the nation. You keep it up. You know what might happen to you, huh? You might find it awfully difficult to find a new job at any company in this area of expertise, huh?
Huh? Oh, is that really true, sir? I'm sorry, I wasn't aware.
I mean, I'm not saying that sort of thing will happen for sure, 100%, but if you really are an invaluable employee working at this company, then you wouldn't just lose your mind right now and start getting mad at me when you're the one who was clearly at fault for the whole interaction.
No, yeah, let me explain. It wasn't exactly like I was getting mad at you, per se.
It's really too late for you. This whole story will be spread far and wide to every corner of every inch of the industry. And you deserve it. You realize that almost every employee that attended that party saw you pour all that beer on me, right? And that's putting it nicely. You actually threw that beer on me from halfway across the room. I don't think there's a single corporation that will be willing to hire you at all. You're just a huge liability. A lawsuit waiting to happen.
But no! Come on, I understand now. I won't quit this company anymore. I promise to do better working for this wonderful company.
I'm sorry, but I don't want trash like you working for my company. I need you to pack your shit and get the hell out ASAP. Are we clear with each other?
What? You're gonna fire me? After all I've done for this company?
Hey man, you were already planning on quitting, right? This just expedites the process and makes you not have to make the decision. I've just made the decision for you. Like I said earlier, you need to pack your things and leave by the end of this business day. Do you understand me? Don't make me say this again.
Wait, hang on, no. Just hang on 1 second. I need to work this job, please don't do this to me. At least let me know what I should do for my next position. I can't just look for another position if you're gonna make me look bad in front of everyone.
If you don't pick and choose, then you should really have no issue finding another job real quick.
Wait, hang on just a second. I don't understand what's going on right now. What the hell? Besides, why would you even pretend to be the new employee? You're literally the vice president. Why are you...
I asked the corporate employees and asked them to let me pretend to be a new hire, just to see how things were going. I wanted to pretend to be a new hire so that I could get close to a certain employee who we suspect is guilty of certain things.
Certain suspicions? Which are...
Yeah, let me elaborate. There's this employee named Scott that is apparently suspected to be embezzling company money.
Wait, what? Embezzlement money? I'm sorry, sir. I'm not following where this is going.
Just tell me the truth, Scott. You've been making fraudulent receipts and submitting them to accounting to take several tens of thousands of dollars from the company, no? I can just call the police right now, but I wanted to give you a chance. They'll take you away in a heartbeat with the amount of evidence I've been able to gather on everything.
I haven't done any of that. I promise, I didn't do that. I would never do such a thing.
I'll tell you what, Scott, how's this then? If you just admit to the embezzling of company money, then I'll take back the whole thing with you getting fired or me spreading the news about your beer incident within the industry. If you consider that, I'm not gonna do any of the things that I said I would. Then this really is a sweet deal for you.
What? Are you being serious right now, or are you just messing with me again?
Yeah, if you just admit the embezzlement of corporate money and submit proof that you definitely did it on your own without my help. If you do that, you won't be fired. You won't have to worry about being out of a job and being unemployed. You should be happy about that. You should be able to go see your dearly beloved Rachel again.
You know about Rachel already? How did you know about her in the nightclubs?
Yeah, of course, just like I said. There's more than enough evidence for you to be found out. It won't take too long for me to find more evidence of your embezzlement. Just think about it, my guy. Just admit that you've done everything wrong. You'll feel much better about everything, okay?
Okay, fine, okay, I did it. I'm so sorry for that, but it was me. I did take out some extra cash from the company by making fake receipts and sending them to the accounting. I had so many loans that I was just up to my neck in loans and I didn't know what else to do. Rachel said that she wanted to go on a boat trip or something, and then she said that she wanted to get a necklace, and it just never stopped. I just had to keep on buying her things.
You know, you should really be ashamed of yourself and all of the mistakes that you've made, rather than trying to make fun of someone who hasn't had the opportunity to go to a higher teaching institution like you. I'm sorry to break this to you, Scott, but you're definitely fired. You're gonna have to leave this company by the end of the day.
Wait, what?
Did you really think that I could keep someone who's embezzling corporate money around in the company? I would never allow such a thing to happen in my offices. You're finally free now, so I need you to get the hell out of the office. Do you understand me? Please do not make me say this another time.
No, wait, hang on. You just promised me a second ago that you wouldn't do that, though. You wouldn't do such a thing to break a promise, would you? That's not okay! You said that if I were to tell you the truth about everything, then you would forgive me, man!
I'm sorry, I know what I said and that I'm breaking my promise, but this was the only way that I could get you to talk. I really cannot handle your attitude at all. I tried to be patient, but I just didn't have enough patience. I didn't have any kind of actual evidence that you did it, but alas, I let myself get found out as the vice president of the company.
What? Why would someone who isn't that clever like that actually be a part of an undercover operation like this?
You know, with regards to that, I actually kind of agree with you. I was just having a little fun to spice up my daily life is all. Sorry about that.
Wait, but that's not okay! You can't just pull this kind of stunt on me! I'm sure that this wouldn't work in the court of law, right? Lying and deceiving someone to do this, to try and make someone confess like that? It just wouldn't be something that you should do! It's not okay!
Yeah, I didn't want to do this either, but you really didn't leave me any choice. You covered your tracks well, so I had to do what I had to do. I actually hate when people don't do things the right way, so I will do everything that I need to make sure that I make things right.
Damn it! Damn it!
By the way, about the whole beer thing. The suit I was wearing while you decided it would be funny to throw beer at me? It was a specially tailored $5,000 suit. I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna pay me for that as well. Just a heads up. I can't wear that suit anymore because it literally reeks of booze. So make sure you pay me for that. Oh, and one more thing. I'm gonna be suing you for defamation charges. You did throw beer on me in front of all my employees.
Wait, hang on, please. I already have so many loans taken out right now for everything I wanted to pay for. I can't pay for damages in your suit. I just don't have that kind of financial power right now. I'm sure to someone who's the vice president of the company this big, it's just a drop in the pond, right?
So you want me to just let that go for you? Pretend it never happened? I hate letting things go, Scott. I don't like when people do wrong things and get away with it. If you make a mistake, then you need to pay the price and fix everything that's wrong.
But if I leave this department, then this department will fall apart. This department needs me.
Oh, don't worry about that. I already spoke to a lot of the other employees in the department. They all said that you were just a drag and they would be perfectly fine without you. You really were despised among all of your coworkers. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
What? But what? That's not possible. How could they dislike me? I thought we all really got along.
I think you need to think to yourself and figure it out. If you just think real hard, you might figure it out. You should be able to think of a few reasons that someone might dislike you. You're a working class adult. After he figured out that there was no one left in the office that would take his side, he decided that it was about time for him to leave the company and left on his own will. In addition to the embezzlement charges, he was also charged with harassment of his employees, inappropriate behavior, and also unnecessary and demeaning acts of assault in a public location. He was forced to pay an ungodly amount of damages. Like he had mentioned, he was already drowning in debt and being sued. He had too many payments to make. To make things wrong, the industry has been made of all of his wrongdoings and terrible rumors. He was barely even able to live a regular life anymore. He was struggling extremely hard. He eventually went to the girl at the nightclub, Rachel, to help him out. But of course, we all know how that ended. She quit the club and disappeared on him, never to be found again. He ran out of places where he could speak his mind, so he had to go home and just be a shut-in for the rest of his days. I, on the other hand, have been working tirelessly as vice president of the company. I use this whole thing as a training lesson for my right-hand man, Gary, to work hard together. Gary and I both are going to be on high alert for any kind of bad working environments and relationships.